They've seen someone in their own household lose work. They've seen someone become ill. They're not necessarily able to process what that all means. Other students, loneliness, isolation. They've been trapped at home for months, longest period of their life for some children. Even the masking, the social distancing is new and different. So when children go through such trauma in their lives, they'll need help.
Now at 4:30, there you have LAUSD Superintendent Austin Buettner talking about the mental health crisis. And so for the next half hour, we are focusing on the lasting effects of this pandemic. More and more young people are just struggling to cope.
That's right. A few notes to highlight the problems. According to a Mental Health America report, the rate of children ages 11 through 17 who were screened in 2020 for anxiety and depression was 9% higher than in 2019. Suicide rates for ages 10 through 24 increased by 38% in California from 2007 to 2018 and 47% nationally. And in his recent budget proposal, Governor Gavin Newsom earmarked $4 billion to increase the mental health resources available for struggling teens.
All right, to take a much deeper dive into the troubling trends and discuss the help available, we are now joined by this panel of guests. Dr. David Swanson, a child and adolescent psychologist from Encino, a father of 3 teen boys. We also have Fernando Pelham, a music teacher and founder of the Fernando Pelham Community Arts Center in Leimert Park, also a father and has mentored hundreds of students.
That's right, Jasmine. Amina Pope is 13 years old from Inglewood. She's been helping her friends cope with social isolation. And Thea Monnier is a licensed therapist and mother of 3 teen daughters. Thank you all so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Amina, let's start with you. Have you felt increased anxiety, depression due to this pandemic? And what about noticing these struggles among your friends, your peers?
Yeah, definitely anxiety. Like when I was younger, before this pandemic, I used to be very confident about myself and very straightforward about my opinion. And now I don't do the things that I used to love because I end up overthinking about it and I end up comparing myself to others and I get too nervous to do it. So I don't do it.
Why do you think you're feeling that way, though? Why do you think you're feeling less confident?
I think I'm feeling this way because I don't know.
It's a lot. It's heavy, right?
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Pullum, we want to go to you real quick here. The pandemic created more stress in life, as well as forced a huge increase in isolation from friends and peers. We've been hearing about that all along. What have you noticed in the students that you deal with? I know you think of them as your own kids, which is terrific.
Well, you know, I have to try to figure out a way to get around that. And so, you know, and I know a lot of these kids have been bombarded with Zoom with their school. So what I've tried to do is to make things a little bit more interesting for them. You know, a lot of people are, I'm in the performing arts industry. So all the performing artists are at home. So I just call a few of them and put them online with the kids and engage them in that way. And then also try to get kids just to go outside, walk around the block. If you do nothing else, if you walk around your block, it can kind of help a little bit with the feelings of isolation.
Yeah, such a struggle. Let's talk to the man who can maybe sort through all of this. Dr. Swanson, talk to us about the stigma that surrounds seeking help for mental health issues. I mean, how do you go about letting people feel more comfortable dealing with these issues?
Well, I think for a large part, it's actually getting better. I think many of the clients I see, they actually, I can't say anything, but they know each other and they talk about therapy. So it is becoming more and more of an acceptable way of getting help. But, you know, what I'm hearing right now is many of the things that psychologists would encourage kids to do, like, for example, to get out and exercise, to maintain your sleep hygiene, to socialize, all of these things with COVID were cut off. You didn't have an opportunity to get out and run with a team. You didn't have the opportunity to go to a mall or see a movie with your friends. So all of those things that keep us healthy and sane were cut off, and we were, you know, kind of trapped at home in isolation. And that has made it very tough for many of these kids.
And, you know, you might have 1 or 2 kids per household. One child responds to this isolation or this difference in a positive way, and the other one may see it a totally different way. So, doctor, how do you deal with that when you have 2 different children, 2 different ways of looking at things?
You're hitting on a great point. You know, some of these kids did really well. They've never done better in school. They really feel relaxed at home. They enjoy their time at home with family. And others have really struggled. And I think in addition to that, you had some parents who were really stressed out about COVID. They were very strict. They thought this thing could kill you, while other parents thought it was a hoax. I mean, you had everything along the line there of the continuum. And so you had these kids at home with very strict parents who would go on Snapchat or go on other social media apps, and they would see their friends out at parties. So this was like something that really hurt them badly, to see that the life was going on without them and they were trapped at home undercover. You know, so this was very tough for a lot of people. I wanted to say one other thing too. You know, without that daily interaction with your friends, everybody can hide behind social media. And this is earlier when you were saying, our guest was saying that, you know, I lost that confidence. One of the ways we gauge our confidence is that we bump into people face to face. We can read the nonverbals. We know how they feel about different things. And without that feedback, it's very difficult to maintain some level of confidence, let alone know where you stand in the mix. So I think that's a pretty normal thing that a lot of kids have had to go through, is kind of finding themselves in isolation without that feedback.
Doctor, thank you. I want to go to Thea now. Thea, you're a mother of 3 teen daughters. What signs of coping issues have you seen, and how have you tried to support your kids and address their individual needs?
You know, it was an opportunity for us all to kind of peel back some social layers of, you know, some of the programming about what's expected, right? You know, you go to school a certain way, you go to work a certain way, you have a routine a certain way. And once we got past the, oh, this is really happening, we're living in a movie, basically, part of it, we were able to say, okay, what does everyone need, and do a whole assessment. We had a family meeting, we dealt with the realities. And one of the big things we did, and I love that Amina shared this, and I love that you were so honest and vulnerable, is to say, you know, I don't know where it comes from. We as parents joined in the I don't know. We don't know either. This is very unprecedented, and we're going to have to create this experience together. And so they all had different ways, right? So sometimes, you know, one would be in the room for long periods of time. Others would be like really into certain TV shows or certain, you know, online activities. Others, you know, wanted to go outside and read more, or was a little bit more frustrated about not seeing friends, and we had to get creative about what that could look like virtually. But we started with an upfront needs assessment that our kids were a part of creating, and joining them in the I don't know. Because the reality is no one did, and no one does still have all the answers. But it kind of helped them feel good about the fact that, well, the grown-ups don't have all the answers either, and we're going to co-create this together.
Yeah, that's great for all of us to hear, whether we're a parent or not. That's really some great advice, isn't that, Jasmine?
It is. And I mean, I just have to say, you are so brave, and thank you just quickly here as we head into a break, but for not being afraid to share those feelings. That's confidence.
Because we all feel a little bit like that at some point or another. All right, we're going to take a quick break and then come right back to continue our forum discussing the growing amount of mental health issues affecting children today. And we'll be joined by a special guest in studio, NBA legend, Metta World Peace. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody. We are focusing on the rise in mental health struggles today. Our panel of experts, as you see there on the right, include a doctor, a therapist, a teacher, and a teen who are sharing their insights and personal experiences with us. Again, so everybody, thanks so much for taking the time and joining us today.
Thank you.
Yep.
Let's talk to this teenager, this amazing teenager. Amina, do you feel, you were so vulnerable, and you said, you know, you feel like you lack confidence now, but do you feel like there is a stigma then to reach out for help, to ask for that help, and maybe even prevent some of your friends from seeking the help they may need?
I do feel like there's a stigma there, but it honestly depends on who you tell and who you reach out to help to, because sometimes there are people with toxic friends or toxic parents, and if you reach out to them, then they'll just hurt you back. But if you reach out to people who actually care about you, then they'll support you no matter what, and they'll be there for you no matter what.
Surrounding yourself with the right people is obviously very important. Dr. Swanson, you specialize in dealing with anxiety, depression, and family dynamic. What can you share about what you have seen when it comes to parents and or siblings supporting one another who is struggling, as we know Amina does to some of her friends?
You know, I think Amina raises a great point in that so much of what these kids have had to deal with is what they're faced with at home. So, for example, if some of these kids had to deal with alcoholism at home, you know, or an abusive parent, you know, being trapped at home and not being able to get out of the house has made it even worse. Oftentimes parents are terrified whether or not they're going to have a job. Can they put food on the table? Do they have to get in line to get food? Those are added stressors that oftentimes parents are aware of what they say, but they're not so necessarily aware of how they act and what they do. So I think a lot of times, kids at home are subjected to this increased level of stress, not only for themselves and what they've had to deal with, but they also have to take on the burden of what their parents are dealing with.
Right, in this bubble for so long. Fernando, it hasn't just been this pandemic that has added stress to our lives. I mean, we've had the summer protests. We've had issues related to social justice. Discuss how that, too, is a contributing factor that you've seen for the students that you work with.
Wow, that's this. Well, you know what? It feels like a movie. And I say that because there's so many things going on around us, like with the protests and the level of violence. Like when you see people that look like you die, and not on just one occasion, on multiple occasions, and then you're isolated too. That really has added a lot to the way my students feel about themselves, and added to the terror that has now become the fabric of their life. So it's, I don't know how to. I love the honesty when we say this is something new, and we're dealing with it for the very first time, and it is. I don't think anyone really has the answer for it, but I just try not to personally dwell on it as much. I guess I might be ignorant, doctor, but I try to ignore it and try to engage in some activity that might be positive to try to get away from that, escape. And I think I'm a music teacher. I think the arts lends itself to escapism. And so I try to figure out ways to allow us to escape.
I like that. Express, though, through music what you may be feeling.
Indeed. Now, Thea, your daughters have also had this added weight on their lives, tackling bigger societal issues. Can you share with us some of the advice and efforts that you've made with your own daughters to tackle that subject? Because I know a lot of parents are in the same shoes that you are in.
Yeah, absolutely. We did. We were able to participate and be vocal in different ways, whatever felt comfortable. People felt, different children of mine felt comfortable contributing in different ways. But I think the bottom line was that we had the conversations and we accepted their passion and their multi-layered questions. And again, admitted where there weren't clean cut or, nice, neat solutions. And we would sometimes have that conversation with other families as well, families maybe from other backgrounds that were experiencing what should we do, what can we do to help, and things of that nature. I think this age group has been so, I think they're one of the more overwhelmed generations I can think of in terms of information and in terms of exposure to so many social happenings at the same time. We've seen this before with other generations who are exposed, like during war or during other tragedies. But this is unique in the sense of how much information they can get their hands on and how difficult it is to disseminate good information from bad information. So we did do a lot of literacy around internet literacy and how to fact check things, because we would have these inner house debates, but we'd be like, well, how did you fact check that, right? I'm not just going to take this person off of TikTok's word for it. I need to hear what backed them up. And we taught them about how to really find their truth. And I think that's what we'll continue to do.
It's good advice.
Good advice, and we're learning, right? There are no dumb questions, no easy answers, and we're all trying to figure this out together, right?
Like this in our lifetime. And Amina, I just want to quickly thank you again for 13 years old, that you're wise beyond your years, and for being so vulnerable and sharing.
And helping your friends too.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Right. Now you can talk about this conversation with them. And thank you guys all for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, for more on what resources are available out there to anyone who is struggling, we've got you covered. Go to kcal9.com and click Seen on TV.